So we're here today getting to know the faces of the roofer chicks. Today we have Misty with us.
Hello.
Misty, obviously you've been around longer than this baby of a company that's only really been in business for the past 8 years. What were you doing before that?
I was a controller for an oil field industry company that I owned a small percentage of. Unfortunately, COVID took over and we were not able to continue business, so I got lucky to land here.
Wow, well that's unfortunate as far as losing your job with the oil field company, but we're glad you're here. What's it like working at the Roofer Chicks? How is it different from your last job?
I enjoy working here. I enjoy all the amazing ladies that I get to work with, the triumphs that we get to overcome together, the fun that we get to have. My previous job, I sat alone a lot. So being here and being able to work with other people has been a lot of fun. I'm a self-proclaimed workaholic, and it has been so different working here than my last job. Working there, being a workaholic, it was just lonely. The days drag on. I had to drive quite a distance to also get to my location. So here it's a lot closer to home. So it makes it easier for me to work. Plus, I enjoy what I'm doing here. I like to accomplish tasks and feel successful with that. And I have help with the girls here that really makes it a lot easier. Working for a female-owned company has been really fun and empowering.
So, speaking of Amy, what do you think of her as a boss?
I think Amy's a lot of fun. She gives people their strengths. She brings out their strengths. She helps empower women, which is huge for me. It's already a challenge enough to see a business owner, a family-sized business owner, try to be successful, much less a woman business owner. So I quite enjoy working with Amy. She helps me personally and professionally. She pushes, encourages, calls me out when I need to be called out, which helps me learn and teaches me. She's a huge proponent of us learning and helping us get training and pushes us to learn and do as much as we can as far as that goes. She's always encouraging us to do any kind of training, so she definitely helps us with that.
You mentioned that you're a workaholic. What kind of change did you notice in your enthusiasm for working and life when you started working at a company that inspires you?
Working with the women that I get to work with, and the men, but the ladies in the office really help my day go by. It makes it a lot of fun. Twister is amazing to work with. She makes sure she micromanages me and keeps me on task at all times. My last job, again, being alone, was hard. It was hard to be proactive when you just sit there all day by yourself. Another aspect that makes it so amazing for me to work here is the team building and how involved Amy is and the Roofer Chicks are with the community and helping out with the habitat or all the different activities that we get involved in with each other.
So are there any small perks of the job that you really adore and look forward to?
Absolutely. I look forward to every morning coming in and Twister jumping up on my arms and saying good morning to me.
And what do you tend to do in your free time, small though it may be for a workaholic?
In my free time, I like to spend as much time as I can with my 3 grandchildren and my bonus grandson. I like to lay in my swimming pool in my backyard, and I love to country dance. I used to be a huge competitive country dancer. 2 Pina Coladas was probably my favorite song to dance to. I did win a couple of competitions. We won $500 at one competition and $200 at another, and then some trophies.
So, speaking of country western dancing, heard that you possibly met your husband through country western dancing. Is that true?
Yes and no. Actually, I met him through a friend who was a huge bass player around the area for a lot of local bands, and he invited me to come out to one of their shows, and they play a southern funky tonk. They were touring from Arizona. The band used to be called Whiskey Rodeo, which is now called the Clever Name Band. And he has retired to become a medic for Hays County. So that's why I like to go to the shows and live music, is to be able to dance.
So going back to the workaholic thing, does Amy let you overwork yourself?
No, there's quite a few times that she actually tells me to go home. If she emails me and I respond, or texts me or I respond, she'll ask me, why are you still working? Go home. Or if I'm up here, why are you still here? Go home. And I'm just up here because I either have time to kill or trying to keep my mind busy. She definitely wants us all to take care of ourselves.
So that concludes our interview with Misty. Stay tuned for our last interview of The Office coming up soon.